Blessings, friends. It's Maia here with an Astro update. Around March 24th and 25th, we have a full moon south node lunar eclipse happening in the diplomatic, peaceful, and sociable sign of Libra at 5 degrees. Cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, as well as those who have planets around 5 degrees, will likely feel the effects of this lunar eclipse the most. For reference of similar Aries-Libra eclipse themes, look back to spring of March 2016, the last time we had a similar nodal axis transit, and think about what changes might have been occurring for you then. A unique South Node lunar eclipse has us specifically referencing and looking back to the past with an extra focus on releasing baggage and clearing out cycles, settling into karmic contracts ending with soulful inner sight and revelation. The ruler of this eclipse is Venus, as Venus rules the sign of Libra and is the planet of love, beauty, harmony, and relationships. This means this eclipse is likely to bring about Libran themes of peace, truth, justice, balancing out the karmic sails, and much needed diplomacy, especially within business and personal relationships. You can help bring about positive manifestation of this Libran eclipse by tapping into one's romance, cooperation, peacefulness, artistic creativity, communication, and sophistication. Do be wary of some of the negative manifestations this Libra eclipse can bring, such as indecision, flirtation, people-pleasing, manipulation, codependency, and/or self-indulgence. Lunar eclipses are like supercharged and intensified full moons. They signify an ending of an old chapter, the beginning of a new one. They tend to mark significant shifts and changes within our year. This means something can be eclipsed out of our life, emphasizing a release, surrendering, or letting go. In some cases, this can bring about drama or blow-ups due to resisting energies. In other cases, it's something we might already know needs to be let go of. To lessen the fear-mongering that can happen around eclipse season, let me preface with a few examples. Simple, positive life changes with eclipses, for some examples, could be changing of jobs, retiring, moving states or countries, letting go of an addiction, an end of a health challenge, a court battle coming to a conclusion or a close, or graduation. Some more challenging life-changing eclipse examples could be a letting go of a relationship, an ending of a marriage, a release of a business contract, loss of a friendship, a need to move home unexpectedly, a pet passing, a sudden end of an income stream, just for a few examples. How this particular lunar eclipse will affect you all depends on your personal natal chart and planetary placements and aspects. If you're interested in a reading, please message me, as I would love to see what the stars have in store for you. To find out what area of life will be highlighted for you personally, take a look at your rising sign. The rising signs tend to be more accurate compared to the sun signs. Overall, feel into the energies present and how that might impact you. These changes can be sudden happenings on a physical level, or they can manifest on an emotional and spiritual level. Eclipses tend to be felt 4 to 6 weeks before and after the actual day of the eclipse and can last up to 6 months. During this eclipse season, it's best to allow the needed changes that are happening to take place, to accept and surrender to the currents instead of pushing against them, as the planetary energies that take place now are faded, clearing out the past to make room for the new and to nudge us on our destined paths forward. This lunar eclipse has the moon in Libra opposing the sun in Aries. This means the me versus we axis is activated, which can create some kind of tension, confrontation, or compromise between the self and others, triggering our innermost feelings and our vitality and core energy. The ruler of this eclipse, Venus, the planet of love, is in the dreamy, mystical sign of Pisces, where she's exalted. With the planetary ruler of this eclipse being so well placed, regardless of what changes occur for many, there tends to be an overarching theme of resolving, repairing, as well as bringing spiritual beauty and peaceful hope to the aftermath of these changes. The moon in Libra will be trining Pluto, the planet of transformation and power. This is bringing positive, powerful transformation to relational matters and our internal states. The sun, representing our vitality in the pioneering sign of Aries, will be sextiling Pluto, the planet of transformation, in the eccentric sign of Aquarius. This can bring powerful and unique changes with ease when it comes to our core energy. Venus, the ruler of this eclipse, representing love, harmony, and relationship, is conjunct Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, both in the mystical sign of Pisces. This can bring mature groundedness and practicality to our spirituality and/or to our love and relationships, highlighting discipline and practical approaches in love and in money that may need to be taken. We have Mars, the planet of action and warrior-like energy, in the mystical sign of Pisces as well now, which can bring increased effort and intense focus on pursuing spiritual matters in our life, being passionate in an active way about such matters, or even argumentative about them. Lastly, we have Mercury, the planet of communication and information, in the assertive and direct sign of Aries, getting ready to go retrograde. This means we may be revisiting, reevaluating, and restructuring our communication styles to be most effective, speaking up or pioneering in an Aries-like way wherever need be, or learning to be more patient on how our messages come across to others. With Mercury retrograde energies in the midst of this eclipse season, there can be a lot of miscommunication, scattered information, faulty technology, or transportation issues, or even last-minute change of plans. I will be having a Mercury and Aries retrograde post coming next week. Questions to ask ourselves during this Libra lunar eclipse. What area of my life do I need to have better boundaries for myself and others? Have my boundaries become too rigid? Have my boundaries become too flexible? Can I seek additional help when it comes to new modalities or practitioners to navigate relational topics and feelings that may be occurring? What contracts, agreements, and negotiations are coming to an end? What relationships, personal or business, need releasing for optimum flow? What area of our life needs mediation and compromise? What unresolved topics are coming to the surface to be worked on at this time? How can we actively pursue our spirituality and take small action steps towards our dreams? How can we balance our vitality with our innermost feelings at this time? How can we mature and ground into our inner work and self-love for ourselves as well as others? How has our past come to the surface, and what part of our past needs to be released or forgiven? And how can we allow this unique energetic eclipse to transform our inner and outer world in eccentric and progressive ways? What area of life will this be happening for you based upon your rising sign? For Aries rising, this lunar eclipse is happening in your 7th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out of a personal relationship, business relationship, marriage, contracts, negotiation, agreements, or legal matters. For Taurus rising, this lunar eclipse is happening in your 6th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around one's health, work, employment, job, daily routine, health, diets, exercise, or even pets and animals. For Gemini rising, this lunar eclipse is happening in your 5th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around one's creativity, romance, children, hobbies, or small businesses. For Cancer rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 4th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around home matters, family matters, property, real estate, inner emotional security, or ancestral lineage. For Leo rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 3rd house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around communication styles, one's local neighborhood, community, siblings, as well as online persona. For Virgo rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 2nd house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around one's income, how you make money, physical possessions, self-worth, and values. For Libra rising, this lunar eclipse is happening in your 1st house of you. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around some part of yourself, your identity, your physical body, outward appearance, or new endeavors. For Scorpio rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 12th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around one's mental health, subconscious realm, spirituality, and self-undoing habits or addictions. For Sagittarius rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 11th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around large groups of people, organizations, friendships, or future hopes and wishes. For Capricorn rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 10th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around one's career path, public image, reputation, leadership, and achievement. For Aquarius rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 9th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around long-distance travel, higher learning, education, one's belief systems, as well as publishing and teaching. And lastly, for Pisces rising, this lunar eclipse will be happening in your 8th house. This could be a letting go or a phasing out around shared money, shared resources, investments, inheritance loans, as well as sex and intimacy. Libra lunar eclipse blessings to you all.